Welcome. In this explainer, we're going to break down 3 leadership habits. Now, these are super common, but they are absolutely lethal to your team's agility, innovation, and, trust.
So, let's kick things off with a question that I'm sure keeps a lot of leaders up at night. You've hired these smart, capable people, right? You've got all this talent, but things just feel stuck. Projects are dragging, your best people seem checked out, and there's this weird sense of inertia. What is really going on here?
Well, a lot of the time, the real root cause isn't a lack of skill or even resources. It's actually a series of what we call behavioral anti-patterns. Basically, these are common, almost reflexive habits that are just really counterproductive. We're calling them the flexibility killers because, honestly, that's exactly what they do. They just suffocate the very culture you're trying so hard to build.
Okay, let's dive right in. Killer number 1, and this one might be the most common of all, compromising clarity. This is what happens when communication completely breaks down and leaders, whether they mean to or not, just leave their teams trying to find their way through this thick fog of ambiguity.
And wow, this quote it captures the damage perfectly. Can you imagine pouring your heart, your nights, your weekends into a project you think is the top priority, only for it to be tossed aside like that? It's not just wasted work, right? It's a total gut punch to your motivation, and it puts a deep, deep crack in the trust you have with your leader.
So, where does that fog come from? Well, it's created by stuff we see all the time. Vague instructions like, just get this done soon. Or those sudden pivots that come with zero explanation, leaving the whole team with whiplash. And of course, the overuse of corporate jargon that sounds smart but means absolutely nothing. Look, a lot of the time this isn't malicious. It might just be that the leader is uncertain themselves, or they're trying to shield the team from something. But you know what? It always backfires.
This right here, this is the perfect illustration of the problem. On the left, you've got a sentence that makes everyone nod along in a meeting, but then they walk out completely clueless about what to do next. But on the right, a clear, actionable goal. See, plain language gets everyone on the same page and builds momentum. Jargon just builds a wall.
So what's the antidote? It's actually pretty simple, but it does take discipline. First, always explain the why behind your decisions, especially when you pivot. Second, just use simple, concrete terms. Third, define what success looks like with total clarity right from the get-go. And maybe the most important one, create a space where people feel safe to ask questions, where asking for clarification is seen as a sign of strength, not weakness.